Welcome, beautiful souls. I'm Aurora Moon, a spiritual guide, and I'm so happy you are here. All right, let's connect with this energy. On June 29, 2026, there is a powerful full moon in Capricorn, and it's asking for your full attention. This is more than just a moon phase, it is a moment of reckoning. It feels like a final exam for the soul, and the work we do here together is how we prepare. This full moon arrives with intense planetary pressure. Think of it like a celestial pressure cooker designed to test your discipline, your emotional truth, and the very foundation of the life that you are building. And there are layers to this. On the very same day, Mercury, the planet of our mind, will stop and begin to move backward in the tender emotional sign of Cancer. This is an immediate signal to review, to reflect, and to feel everything connected to our past and our family. To make things even more interesting, both the sun and the moon are forming a tense angle to Neptune, the planet of illusion, which is now in the fiery sign of Aries. It's like a cosmic fog machine has been turned on. So you have the pressure to achieve, clashing with a wave of old feelings, all while you can't quite see the path forward clearly. It can feel like a recipe for a meltdown. But I want you to know, it is in these moments of maximum pressure that real transformation happens. There is a singular, powerful request being made of you by this full moon, a specific kind of inner authority you are being invited to claim. Ignoring this energy could leave you feeling like you're building on shaky ground, but understanding it and consciously working with it, that will allow you to build something that you can withstand any storm. To understand what is being asked of you, you first need to feel the architecture of this moment. It's not just one thing. Let's break it down into three primary energies. We've got the full moon, Mercury retrograde, and the Neptunian fog. First, the main event on June 29, 2026, at about 7:56 p.m. Eastern Time, the moon becomes full at 8 degrees of Capricorn. A full moon is always in opposition. The sun and moon are on opposite sides of the earth, a cosmic tug of war that brings powerful illuminations. Secrets can be revealed, emotions peak, and we are guided to see the truth. The flavor of this full moon comes from the signs involved. The sun is a nurturing, sensitive Cancer. Cancer is the energy of home, family, our roots, and our private life. It's our need to feel safe and to belong. It is driven by feeling and memory. Opposite the sun, we have the full moon in structured, disciplined Capricorn. Capricorn is the energy of ambition, responsibility, and what we build in the world. It is our career, our goals, our integrity, and the legacy we want to create. It is the mountain goat patiently climbing to the summit. This full moon creates a powerful opposition between your public life and your private world. It shines a light on the conflict between your ambition and your emotional needs. I want you to ask yourself, is the ladder I'm climbing leaning against the right wall? Is the life I'm building impressive on the outside but empty on the inside? Or is my comfort zone keeping me from stepping up and building the life I know I'm capable of? This is the central conflict on the stage right now. Now we add the second layer, the Mercury retrograde. In a rare and potent alignment on the very same day, Mercury stations retrograde in Cancer. This pulls our focus inward and backward for 3 weeks. It's a mandatory period of review focused on our past, our family patterns, and our deepest feelings of security. Our thinking becomes less about logic and more about intuition. Old memories surface. Imagine trying to have a serious board meeting about your future, a very Capricorn activity, but your mind keeps drifting back to old heartbreaks and childhood memories. That's the feeling. The Capricorn moon asks for practical strategy, but Mercury retrograde in Cancer pulls you into the swamp of your feelings. It forces you to see the emotional baggage that is influencing the structures you're trying to build. You cannot plan your future without making peace with your past. Finally, when we add the third layer, the Neptune T-square, both the sun and the moon are forming a tense 90-degree angle, a square of Neptune, the planet of dreams and confusion, which is in fiery Aries. Think of Neptune as a fog. It blurs the lines. It makes it hard to see what is real and what is fantasy. Squaring the full moon, it casts a veil of confusion over everything. You might feel a spiritual urge to start something new and trailblazing, thanks to Aries, but have no idea what it is or how to make it real. So let's put it all together. You are at a crossroads. One path leads up a steep mountain, Capricorn. The other leads back to a familiar home, Cancer. As you try to decide, your mind is flooded with old feelings, Mercury retrograde, and the whole landscape is shrouded in fog, Neptune. This is the pressure cooker. It's an environment designed to force a breakdown so that the breakthrough can occur. And that breakthrough comes from understanding the central demand. So, what is it? What is this one thing this full moon is asking from you? It is not just more discipline. It is not just to feel your feelings. The central demand is emotional maturity. This is not about being boring or suppressing your joy. This is an emotional maturity as a superpower. It is the ability to become the calm, steady master of your own inner world so that you can build your outer world with integrity. The universe is not asking you to become a heartless robot or to dissolve into a puddle of emotions. It is asking you to integrate the two. It is asking you to become the leader of your own life, starting with the landscape of your own heart. Emotional maturity is a set of skills. It's the ability to feel the depth of your Cancer emotions, sadness, nostalgia, longing, without letting them derail your Capricorn responsibilities. It's the wisdom to know when your feelings are vital information and when they are old programs that need to be witnessed and released. It is the courage to set the firm boundaries that Capricorn requires, not as an act of anger, but as an act of profound self-respect for your tender soul. It is a radical accountability to take ownership of your emotional reactions. The shift from "you made me feel" to "when that happened, I felt." You cannot control what happens, but you are always in command of your response. And it is the discernment to ground yourself in what is real, even when escapism is calling your name. It's the ability to look at a hard truth in the eye because you know that reality, no matter how difficult, it is the only solid ground to build on. This full moon is initiating a powerful release, but you are being asked to release emotional immaturity. This is the moment to let go of the patterns that keep you stuck. By flame and will, it is time to release the patterns of blaming others for your internal state. By flame and will, it is time to release the habit of letting nostalgia for a past that no longer exists control your future. By flame and will, it is time to release your grip on goals that are emotionally bankrupting you. By flame and will, it is time to release the habit of weak boundaries born from fear or conflict. Take a moment. I want you to ask yourself with total honesty, where am I still acting like a child, hoping someone will save me? What family pattern am I repeating in my own life? What difficult conversations have I been avoiding? The answers are where your work lies. This is the exam. I know that this is deep work. The intensity is real, and you listen to this. I'm curious, which side of this are you feeling more right now? The Capricorn pressure to achieve or the emotional pull from Cancer? Let me know in the comments. It's powerful to see how these energies unravel for each of us. And if you are finding this guide useful, please take a moment to subscribe. It's a small act that tells me and our community that this kind of conscious work matters. Thank you for doing this deep work with me. Be patient with yourself and be proud of the mountain you are climbing. Until next time, blessed be.